He's a
He's
lion.
a talented man. I believe that he can
is.
spell one out.
That's one talent I don't have. Is
Always something. Good.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, a good afternoon and welcome to Hurricane Stadium Game 2, our Weekend Peach Belt Conference Series. The visiting Nighthawks from the University of North Georgia and your Georgia Southwestern State University Hurricanes. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask that you please rise and join both schools here this afternoon as we honor America through the playing of our national anthem. Take a quick look at the starting lineup for both teams. Right on the last card, the visiting Nighthawks. Coach Tom Cantrell, here's his starters. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 28, Andrew Zapata. Batting second, the shortstop, number 23, Robbie Frost. Batting third will be the right fielder, number 5, Tim Conway. In the cleanup spot, the designated hitter, number 22, Josh Sosa. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 24, Edwin Bowman. Batting sixth in left field, number 2, Justin Bailey. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 29, Jace Bowen. Batting eighth and playing second base will be number 9, Connor Frost. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 4, Jack Davis. Starting pitcher for North Georgia here this afternoon, making his 13th appearance, his 9th start of the spring. He's got a 4.24 earned run average and a 2-0 record, number 16, Daniel Courtney. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome your GSW Hurricane! Defensively for the Danes here this afternoon, from left to right, left field number 16, Jake Twinstra. In center field, the 99th number 11, Chris Patterson. Your right field, batting 6th, number 18, Jared Berkeley. At third base, batting second, number 3, Miles Crutchfield. Your shortstop, bat 5th, number 19, Victor Sanchez. At second base, batting third, number 23, Corey Reed. average and a 7-1 record, number 50, Ray Newsom.
Leading off for North Georgia, number 28, center fielder, Andrews Opata. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Georgia Southwestern State University, where today the Hurricanes will be taking on the Nighthawks of North Georgia. Hello again, everyone. This is Rusty Tunney. We'll be bringing you today's action from Hurricane Stadium. The first pitch from Ray Usan is called a strike, so Ray gets off to a good start. Andrews Opata will lead off for North Georgia. Usan's pitch swung on and missed, so the count goes to 0-2. Andrews Opata, a freshman outfielder from Parkview High School for North Georgia. Here's the wind. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Opata goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. Now batting for North Georgia, shortstop, number 23, Riley Frost. Read that wrong. So Riley Frost will come up second for the Nighthawks. One down here in the top of the first inning. Beautiful day here. That pitch is over for strike one. Chamber of Commerce type of day here in Americus, Georgia at Georgia Southwestern State University. Usan gets the sign, the wind, the pitch, fastball down a little bit low. That evens a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hurricanes come into today's action with a 24-16 overall record and a 17-8 Peach Belt record. Here's the wind, the 1-1 pitch, just missed outside. So that's going to run the count on Riley Frost to 2 balls and 1 strike. One down here, top of the first. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Over the heart of the plate, taken for strike 2 by Frost. So that evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Frost comes in batting .333, 6 home runs and 35 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch just outside. Going to run the count full here with 1 out in the top of the first. Frost has started all 43 games for the Nighthawks so far. That pitch swung on, lifted out into left field. Blindstrup with a long run that's going to hit the fence but be foul. That would have been one mighty tough catch to make by Jake Blindstrup. So Frost will come back. Actually, the count is 2-2. I gave 1 extra ball, I believe. One down here, top of the first. It's a full count. I'm sorry, I did have it full. Here's the wind. The pitch swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the inning for Ray Usan. And that's going to bring up Tim Conway. Number 5, right fielder, Tim Conway. Conway, redshirt senior from Decatur, Georgia. Conway batting .284 on the season. That first pitch is down low for ball 1. Conway with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs on the year. Usan gets the sign, the pitch just outside for ball 2. So Conway gets a 2-0 count here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Great crowd here at Hurricane Stadium. Here's the wind, the pitch, it's down low. So a 3-0 count to the Nighthawk right fielder, Tim Conway. Still got plenty of time to get out here to Hurricane Stadium if you can make it. That pitch is outside, ball 4. So Conway draws a walk. Number 22, designated hitter Josh Sosa. Josh Sosa, the designated hitter for the Nighthawks, batting .239. 2 home runs and 14 RBIs for Sosa. So a runner at first is Conway. That pitch is popped up in the short right field. Corey Lee will back up. He'll make the easy play, and that will bring the inning to the end. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left at the end of 1/2 inning. It's North Georgia 0. Hurricanes coming to bat.
They say college is the best time of your life. But what about what comes next? At Georgia Southwestern State University, you're not just here for the clubs, or the campus, or the dining hall. You're here for small class sizes, affordable programs, and real-world experience. When you come to GSW, you're not just here for college. You're here for your tomorrow. Georgia Southwestern State University. Take tomorrow by storm. Start your journey at gsw.edu.
Leading off for the Hurricanes, number 16, left fielder Jake Blindstrub. Jake Lindstrom will lead off for the Hurricanes here in the bottom of the first inning. Blindstrom comes in batting .340, 1 home run, 16 RBIs for the Canes. That first pitch is over for strike 1. Blindstrom, very good leadoff hitter for the Hurricanes all year long. That pitch is just outside for ball 1, so the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. .458 on base percentage. That's what you want out of your leadoff hitter. That pitch is swung on and fouled back. You want a guy that can get on base and score a lot of runs, and Blindstrom has scored 40 runs so far this year. So a 1-2 count on the Hurricane leadoff hitter. The wind, the pitch down low for ball 2. Another thing about Blindstrom, got an extremely good eye at the plate and very good plate discipline by the Hurricane left fielder. Here's the wind and the pitch from Daniel Courtney. Again, just outside. That'll even the count. That'll run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Daniel Courtney on the mound for the Nighthawks. 2-0, 4.24 earned run average, and that pitch is taken for strike 3 just on the outside corner. So Blindstrom will go down looking. That'll bring up third baseman Miles Hartfield. Third baseman, number 3, Miles Hartsfield. It's easy for you to say. Coach, how are you? Okay, you good? Here's the first pitch to Hartsfield. It's over for strike 1. So Courtney gets ahead. No balls and 1 strike on the Hurricane third baseman. Here's the wind and the 0-1 pitch. Just low for ball 1, so that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hartsfield comes in hitting .273 on the year. He's got 1 home run and 18 RBIs. That pitch is swung on and lifted out into left field for a base hit. Hartsfield will round first and gets the first hit of the game. That's going to bring up Corey Lee. Second baseman, number 23, Corey Lee. Corey Lee comes in batting .276 for the Hurricanes. Maybe it looks like I might have done this before. 1 home run and 19 RBIs for Corey Lee, the second baseman. Throw over to first base. And Hartsfield gets back safely. Daniel Courtney, left-hander for the Nighthawks, comes set. The pitch bunted out to third base. Nice bunt by Lee. Third baseman Jace Bowen makes the play. Heck of a play out there by Jace Bowen as he barehands it and gives Lee out at first. We'll give him a sacrifice bunt. That moves Hartsfield over to second base. That'll bring up catcher 29, Calvin Alexander. Get behind. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Miles Hartsfield out at second base. Throw down, and he just gets back in under the tag. Pretty quick move to second base that time out of Nighthawk pitcher Daniel Courtney. But Miles Hartsfield gets back safely. Courtney comes to the stretch. The pitch swung on, lifted out to right field. That's going to get down. Hartsfield will score the first run of the game, and Calvin Alexander will go into third with a triple. So an RBI triple by Calvin Alexander gives the Hurricanes the first lead of the day. Now batting for the Hurricanes, shortstop number 19, Victor Sanchez. So Victor Sanchez will come to the plate with a runner at third base. Sanchez hitting .321 on the year. 4 home runs and 29 RBIs. Courtney comes set. And a pitch. Down low. Whoop, no, they're going to say it hit the bottom part of the strike zone for a strike. That runs the count to no balls and 1 strike on the Hurricane shortstop. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice play by Jack Davis to block the ball in the dirt. So Sanchez now down 0-2 in the count. Hurricanes lead here early, 1-0. Hartsfield with a single, sacrifice bunt by Corey Lee, and a triple by Calvin Alexander plated the first and only run of the game. That pitch swung on to Sanchez. Swung on and missed for out 3. But the Hurricanes score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left at the end of 1 complete. Hurricanes 1, Nighthawks nothing.
This nigga if I can low. I spent 500 racks on a Lambo and didn't even know how to make them up go. On my birthday, I just wanna lift the dope. Barely flex, but don't play with me, period. Shooters follow behind in the years. In the road trip, I feel like a tourist. I'm the one from the bottom who sold out my partner. Just driving the mirror.
Leading off for North Georgia, first baseman, number 24, Edwin Bowman. Edwin Bowman, the leadoff for the Nighthawks here in the top of the second inning. That first pitch dead over the heart of the plate for strike one by Ray Uson. Bowman comes in hitting .271. He has 1 home run and 18 RBIs. That pitch in the dirt for ball one. Evens a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Great crowd here once again at Hurricane Stadium for Hurricane baseball. Here's the wind, the pitch. Lifted out down the first base side. And looks like it's going to get out of play, so Bowman will have a 1-2 count. Wind blowing very briskly out to left center field today. I have a feeling if somebody can get one up in the air, they may have a chance to get it out of here. Hit out to Victor Sanchez. Throws over to first to Paul Hagman for out number 1. That'll bring up left fielder Justin Bailey. Left fielder number 2, Justin Bailey. Bailey, the North Georgia left fielder. Here's the pitch. Bunted is up in the air. Calvin Alexander couldn't find it. Certainly was in the air and long enough to be caught, but Calvin had a hard time finding it. Didn't get a chance to make a play on it. Justin Bailey, 1 for 4 last night. Had 1 strikeout in last night's game. The Hurricanes won 7-0 behind a magnificent pitching performance behind Nick McCollum. Here's the wind and the pitch. Just inside for ball 1. That evens a count on Bailey. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 down here in the top of the second inning for the Nighthawks. Ray Uson going from the stretch and fouled off down the right field line. Justin Bailey goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Justin Bailey from Canton, Georgia, in Woodstock High School. That pitch is low and away for ball 2, so the count is run to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the top of the second inning. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strikeout number 3 on the day for pitcher Ray Uson. Third baseman, number 29, Jace Bowen. Jace Bowen, the third baseman for the Nighthawks. Bowen coming in hitting a hot .343 on the season. Here's the stretch inside for ball 1. Bowen, freshman from Claremont, Georgia, in North Hall High School. Up around the Gainesville area. Here's the wind, the pitch, taken for strike 1. Evens a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down here in the top of the second. Hurricanes lead by a score of 1-0. That pitch is just inside for ball 2. Hurricanes win game 1 of this series last night, 7-0. Nick McCollum goes 9 innings, only allows 6 hits. That pitch is over the heart of the plate, taken for strike 2 by Jace Bowen. Evens a count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down here in the top of the second. Here's the wind, the 2-2 pitch, fouled off by Bowen back. So a 2-2 count still on the Nighthawk third baseman. Uson gets the sign, comes stretch, swung on and missed. Ray Uson with 2 strikeouts in this inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Hurricanes, right fielder number 18, Garrett Bradley. So Garrett Bradley will lead off for the Hurricanes. Bradley, the right fielder for the Canes, takes strike one. Hunter Foster on deck, the designated hitter today for the Canes. Here's the wind and the pitch over for strike two. Garrett Bradley was 2 for 4 last night, had an RBI in last night's game. 0-2 count on Bradley, the right fielder for the Hurricanes. Here's the wind, the pitch, trying to go a little bit outside, trying to get Bradley to chase out there, but no can do, says Garrett Bradley. So a 1-2 count on the Hurricane right fielder. That swung on, hit out to first base. Bowman will toss it to pitcher Daniel Courtney for out one. 3-1, the put out. Designated hitter number 15, Hunter Foster. So Hunter Foster will come to the plate for the Hurricanes. Foster hitting .241, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs on the season. Here's the wind and the pitch, swung on and missed. Daniel Courtney for the Nighthawks, 51 innings pitched, allowed 53 hits, 10 walks and 29 strikeouts on the year. Here's the wind, the pitch, a little bit low for ball one. That evens a count. 1 ball and 1 strike on the designated hitter, Hunter Foster. One down here in the bottom of the second inning. That pitch is swung on and missed by Foster. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Hurricane designated hitter. Here's the wind. The 1-2 pitch swung on, hit down the right side, just foul. So Hunter Foster will get another chance at it. Courtney with the sign. The wind and the pitch just inside, much to the chagrin of many North Georgia fans.
Better swing at this one.
Hunter Foster sits and awaits the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit out to little soft line drive out to Edwin Bowman at first base. Bowman retires Foster for out number 2. That'll bring up first baseman number 41, Paul Hegman. So Hegman will come to the plate, batting .237. He has 4 home runs and 26 RBIs. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. That first pitch just outside and high for ball 1. That pitch up a little high. Hegman Jr. from St. Simon's Island, Georgia. Played at Glen Academy over there on the coast. Here's the wind, the pitch. It's over for strike 1. So a 2-1 count on the Hurricane first baseman. We're zipping right along here at Hurricane Stadium. Here's the wind, the pitch. Swung on and fouled back by Hegman. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. The wind and the 2-2 pitch. Down low. That's going to run to a full count on Hegman. Hegman awaits the payoff pitch. Swung on and ripped past first baseman Edwin Bowman into right field. So Hegman will reach on a single. Center fielder number 11, Chris Patterson. That's going to bring up Chris Patterson. Patterson hitting .193 on the year. No home runs and 17 RBIs. Patterson, and redshirt junior from Hepzibah, Georgia, played at Cross Creek High School. Here's the wind and the pitch. Hits the outside corner for strike one. Leadoff hitter Jake Blindstrup on deck for the Hurricanes. Once again, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Here's the stretch. Throw over. Hegman back easily. Canes lead by a score of 1-0. Here's the stretch. Up high for ball one. I understand that the Lady Hurricanes just won the first game of a doubleheader by a score of 3-2 over USC Aiken. 20-1 at home for the Lady Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are 14-4 here at Hurricane Park at home. That pitch swung on, hit out to second base, and Connor Frost will go over and tag second base to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left after 2 complete. Hurricanes lead 1-0.
Here is where we're from. Here made us who we are. Here is where we learn relationships are worth more than dollars can measure. It's a value that grows over time, strengthens under pressure, and thrives when serving others. We're Synovus, and we're here for our community because we live here too. Synovus, the bank of here.
No belts and hoses, not X and O's. I do O2 sensors, but not defenses. Yeah, I make a right call to keep your car in the game. Don't even need a playbook, it's all in my brain. Fuel injectors, alternators, radiators too. It's who I am, it's what I do. Never know how. Never know how.
Left fielder number 16, Jake Blenstrub. Jake Blenstrub will lead off here for the Hurricanes. Blenstrub struck out his first at-bat. That first pitch to Blenstrub is high and away for ball one. Blenstrub, graduate student, outfielder from Stars Mill High School in Peachtree City. You know exactly where that high school is, just around the corner from where my youngest son lives. That pitch is over for strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It hits the outside corner for strike two. Not real sure Jake agreed with that. Not sure I agreed with it. But it is a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch way outside for ball two. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As a matter of fact, Daniel Courtney, the pitcher for North Georgia, also attended Stars Mill High School in Peachtree City. That pitch is high and away to Blenstrub. That runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the 3-2 pitch from Courtney. Swung on, bounced out to second base. Connor Frost up with it, throws over to Edwin Bowman. And Jake Blenstrub is retired. Third baseman, number 3, Miles Hartsfield. That's going to bring up Miles Hartsfield for the Hurricanes. He singled to left and scored the only run of the game so far for the Hurricanes. Only run of the game for either team, as a matter of fact, as the Hurricanes lead 1-0. That first pitch is high for ball one. Hartsfield, a junior from North Forsyth High School in Gainesville, Georgia. Here's the wind, the pitch over the heart of the plate for strike one. 1-1 your count. One down here in the bottom of the third inning. Hurricanes lead 1-0 on a beautiful day for baseball. Here's the pitch, fastball down low for ball two, so Hartsfield gets ahead in the count. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Canes. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors for the Nighthawks. That pitch fouled back into the screen. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Daniel Courtney on the mound gets the sign. The wind, the 2-2 pitch fouled down the left side. Will it get the car? Almost. Wait a minute, that's my truck right there. It almost got my truck. So a 2-2 count on the Hurricane third baseman. Here's the wind, the pitch, foul down the left side once again. Same gentleman can pick up the same 2 baseballs out there in the same place. So a 2-2 count on Miles Hartsfield. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. High and away for ball 3. That'll run the count full. Second consecutive batter this inning that pitcher Daniel Courtney has gone to a full count on. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed by Hartsfield. So Courtney gets the best of that full count battle. Number 23, second baseman Corey Lee. That'll bring up second baseman Corey Lee. Lee had a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning, moved Miles Hartsfield over to second base, who scored on a Calvin Alexander triple. That pitch is taken high for strike one. Don't see catchers get too many triples. Not on this level, not on any level. That pitch hits the low part of the strike zone. for strike two. I believe if I was a pitcher today, I believe I would like this umpire behind the plate. Courtney had 0-2 on the count. That pitch is way outside for ball one. Corey Lee, 1 home run and 19 RBIs for the 2023 season. That ball is lifted out into center field to Andros Opata, and Corey Lee is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 3 complete, it's Hurricanes 1, Nighthawks nothing.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. It's okay. Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Leading off for the Nighthawks, right fielder number 5, Tim Conway. Tim Conway will lead off for North Georgia. Conway walked on 4 pitches in the first inning. Here's the wind, the first pitch. Well, that's the first strike of the day by Ray Usan, thrown to Tim Conway. Conway, redshirt senior out of Decatur, Georgia. That pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2 count. Both pitchers working rather rapidly today. Seem to be in a groove. Pitchers tend to like to do that if they feel good and in a groove, and that pitch is fouled off. Not sure Conway wanted to swing at that, tried to pull back, but fouled it off. But pitchers, when they feel like they're in a groove, they like to work fast, and that seems to be the case for Daniel Courtney and Ray Usan today. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on. Fly ball down the right side. Will there be enough room? And there will not. It goes out of play. So Conway will get another shot at it with an 0-2 count here in the top of the 4th inning. Usan with the wind and the 0-2 pitch. Did he go? And they're going to say no, he did not. So that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes on the North Georgia right fielder. That pitch just outside for ball 2. That evens the count. Conway 2 for 4 last night in last night's game. 2-2 count. Pitch on the way, swung on and just barely fouled off over here in front of the North Georgia dugout. So a 2-2 count on the North Georgia right fielder, Tim Conway. That pitch is swung on. A little dribbler out. Pitcher Ray Usan over, gets it to first baseman Paul Hegman, and he is going to be out. So Ray Usan demonstrated that he's not just a power pitcher, but he is a pretty good fielder off the mound. Good move that time. Makes the play, turns, gets it to Paul Hegman for out number 1. Number 22, designated hitter Josh Sosa. So that'll bring up the designated hitter from North Georgia, Josh Sosa. First pitch is high and away for ball one. Sosa flied out into short right field. Corey Lee retired Sosa in the first inning for out number 3. Here's the wind. The pitch hits the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to the designated hitter for North Georgia. We're here in the top of the 4th inning. Hurricanes lead by a score of 1-0. That pitch is high and away for ball 2. Hurricanes 17-8 Peach Belt Conference record, number 3 in the Peach Belt, behind Young Harris in second place and USC Aiken in first place. That pitch swung on and missed, so that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Hurricanes sitting in pretty good position here in third place. Here's the wind and the pitch, high and away for ball 3. Hurricanes with a 17-8 Peach Belt record have a 2-game lead over 4th place Columbus State and Georgia College. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. Hits the inside corner for strike 3. So Yuson with his 8th strikeout here, and we're only in the top of the 4th inning. First baseman, number 24, Edwin Bowman. Bowman grounded out to shortstop Victor Sanchez to lead off the second inning. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Here's the wind. The pitch fouled back. You saw now 3 2/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk and 1 hit allowed. It's a pretty solid set of stats there early in a contest. Here's the wind, the pitch down low. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of activity going on campus here at Georgia Southwestern today. Lady Hurricanes will be playing game 2 of a doubleheader here shortly. That pitch outside for ball 2. Yuson gets the sign, comes set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball just low for ball 3. By my accounts, except for the full count he went on Riley Frost in the first inning, that's the first 3-ball account that Yuson has had this game. That pitch over the outside corner for strike 2, so we have a full count. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Edwin Bowman, your hitter. Yuson comes set. That pitch swung on a lifted foul. Looks like it's going to get out of play down the first base line, and it does. Quite a wind blowing here today in Americus, Georgia. If you can get it up in the air toward left field, left center field, you got a chance to hit a ball out of here today. Here's the pitch. Once again, foul down the right field side. It's going to be out of play once again. So we'll go to another payoff pitch. 3-2 the count on Edwin Bowman, the North Georgia first baseman. Here's the stretch and the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back over our head. Bowman fighting it off. He'll be getting his 4th payoff pitch here of this at-bat. Bowman, a freshman from North Gwinnett High School in Sewanee, Georgia. Here's the stretch and the payoff pitch. Ooh. Ball 4, so Bowman will reach on the walk. Number 2, left fielder Justin Bailey. That's going to bring up left fielder Justin Bailey. Bailey was the victim of a strikeout back in the second inning. Bailey from Woodstock High School in Canton, Georgia. That first pitch is lifted out into short right field. Garrett Bradley on and makes the play. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left at the end of 3.5. Georgia Southwestern State University 1, University of North Georgia nothing. Not much, not much. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Leading off for the Hurricanes, number 29, catcher Calvin Alexander. Calvin Alexander will lead off for the Hurricanes. Alexander, the Canes catcher, tripled to right field and drove in Miles Hartsfield in the first inning for the only run. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Alexander, big junior catcher from Lakeland, Florida. Here's the wind, the 0-1 pitch. Just outside for ball one. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-0 your score here. Hurricanes lead, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the wind, the pitch. It's down low for ball 2. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Canes. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors for the Nighthawks. Here's the wind. The pitch from Daniel Courtney misses inside for ball 3. So a 3-1 count on Calvin Alexander, the Hurricanes catcher. Courtney gets the sign. The wind and the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, foul down the right field side out of play. So that's going to create a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Alexander digs in. Courtney gets the sign. Takes his time on this one. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit out to third base. Nice stab out there by Jace Bowen. Throws across the diamond to Edwin Bowman. Good stretch by Bowman. And Calvin Alexander is retired for the first out. Nice play out there by Jace Bowen. Moved to his left, had to go to his knees in a semi-dive. Now batting for the Hurricanes, shortstop number 19, Victor Sanchez. Victor Sanchez, the victim of a strikeout here in the first inning that ended the first inning for the Hurricanes. Victor Sanchez, junior infielder from Vega Alta, Puerto Rico. That pitch is swung on, hit out to short, catches it on a short hop, throws over. That's Riley Frost. Sanchez is retired for out number 2. That'll bring up Garrett Bradley. Right fielder, number 18, Garrett Bradley. So Bradley will step in. He grounded out to first baseman Edwin Bowman, who tossed over to a covering Daniel Courtney to be retired. First base to pitcher. That first pitch is over for strike 1. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Hurricanes lead 1-0. Here's the wind, the 0-1 pitch. I think he kind of fooled Garrett Bradley on that pitch. So Bradley now down 0-2 in the count. Courtney with the 0-2 pitch just high and away for ball 1. Trying to see if he could get Garrett Bradley to chase that one, but he did not. Daniel Courtney gets the sign, the wind, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Little looper out to third baseman Jace Bowen, who makes the play. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 4 complete, it's Hurricanes 1, Nighthawks nothing. Now batting for North Georgia, third baseman, number 29, Jace Bowen. So Jace Bowen will lead off for the Nighthawks. Bowen with 11 doubles on the year. That pitch is low for ball 1. Also, pretty speedy little runner. He is, where did I see that? 11 for 13 in the steals department once he gets on base. That pitch swung on and fouled back. So that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Also has a 450 on base percentage here in 2023 for the Nighthawks. Here's the wind, the 1-1 pitch, high and away for ball 2. Here's the wind, the pitch. Going to throw a bunt down. Usan fields it, throws to first. And Bowen is retired. Another nice play by Ray Usan coming off the mound. Number 9, second baseman Connor Frost. So another good play by Ray Usan coming off of the mound to retire a North Georgia batter. 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch is taken for strike 1. We'll look at a couple of Ray's season stats. That pitch is swung on and missed. Ray's been in 10 games. He started, this is his 11th game, 11th start. 7-1 record on the year with a 243 earned run average. Here's the wind, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle. Sanchez makes the play. Oh, he can't get it out of his glove. That's a great play anyways by Sanchez. We'll get a infield hit that time for Connor Frost, but a nice play by Sanchez out near second base. Catcher number 4, Jack Davis. So Sanchez can't quite get it out of his glove, and Frost will reach. Going back to Ray Usan's statistics, 63 innings pitched, 79 strikeouts before today's game. Here's the pitch, low for ball 1. Ray Usan averaging a little over 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. That's pretty good, fans. Here's the stretch, fouled back for strike 1. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the stretch and the pitch taken for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the North Georgia catcher. Usan comes set, looks over to first, delivers now, fouls it back over our head. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jack Davis, the North Georgia catcher. One down here, top of the fifth. Yusan comes set, delivers. Pitch is swung on and missed. Ball gets away from Calvin Alexander, but Davis will be out with first occupied. Center fielder, number 28, Andrews Opata. Andrews Opata will come up for the third time. He struck out and singled to center. Ray Yusan now with 9 strikes. That ball swung on, hit the deep left field, and it is out of here. Well, I said if you can get the ball up to left center field in the air, you have a chance of getting one out of here. Andrews Opata takes advantage of that with a 2-run homer here in the top of the fifth. Opata with only his second home run of the year. High fastball. Opata gets a turn on it. Pretty much understood. It was right over the Citizens Bank of Americus sign, I believe. That first pitch swung on and fouled back. As a matter of fact, that ball was hit so hard, so quick, that Chris Patterson didn't really. He took about 2 steps and stopped and watched it leave the park. So North Georgia takes a 2-1 lead here in the top of the fifth inning. Yusan comes set. The pitch is going to be a ball, I guess. Can't really. Oh, he called it a strike. That's what I thought, but. Fouled back. So an 0-2 count here on the shortstop, Riley Frost. 2 down here in the top of the fifth. Here's the stretch and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. So Riley Frost goes down with his 3rd strikeout of the day, but the North Georgia Nighthawks strike for 2 on the Andrews Opata home run. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 4.5, North Georgia 2, Georgia Southwestern 1.
That's why I need a one dance. Got it in the scene, my head. One more time, I go. I didn't promise take. Soon as you see the text, reply me. I don't want to spend time fighting. We got no time, and that's why I need a one dance. Got it in my head. One more time, I go.
Designated hitter number 15, Hunter Foster. So Hunter Foster will lead it off for the Hurricanes. He lined to first base back in the 2nd inning and is only at bat so far. North Georgia with a 2-run homer from Andrews Opata have now gone ahead 2-1. That first pitch is out of the strike zone for ball 1 to Hunter Foster. Here's the second pitch on the way, swung on and fouled just over the North Georgia dugout. It's going to go out of play. So 1 ball and 1 strike on the Hurricane designated hitter. Once again, a great crowd here for Hurricane baseball. Here's the wind, the 1-1 pitch. Hits the inside corner for strike 2. Here's the wind, the pitch down low. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for North Georgia. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Canes. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled down the right side. It's going to go out of play, so Hunter Foster will once again step in with a 2-2 count. Daniel Courtney gets the sign, the wind, and the pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the screen once again. So Hunter Foster hanging in there tough for the Hurricanes. Foster steps back in. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. Paul Hegman on deck for the Hurricanes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Foul down the right side out of play. So great job of hitting that time by Hunter Foster to stay alive. Courtney delivers the payoff pitch. Swung on, base hit into left field. Nice piece of hitting that time by Hunter Foster. Fights off several 2-strike pitches and laces a single into left field. Number 41, first baseman Paul Hegman. So Paul Hegman will come to the plate with a runner at first and nobody now. Hegman singled in his first at-bat back in the second inning. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swung on, lifted out into left field. It's going to drop in front of left fielder Justin Bailey. Foster will stop at second base, so the Hurricanes have something cooking here as Foster and Hegman single back-to-back. Center fielder number 11, Chris Patterson. That's going to bring up center fielder Chris Patterson, and North Georgia wants to talk about it. We'll be back after this short timeout. So Chris Patterson will enter the batter's box for the Hurricanes with runners at first and second. Nobody down here in the bottom of the first. Looks back at second base. Easy throw back there. Chases Hunter Foster back. Not sure what purpose that served, but Courtney once again toes the rubber. Comes set. Looks like a bunt's going to be on. First baseman Edwin Bowman could shake hands with Chris Patterson, but that first pitch is outside for ball 1. North Georgia expecting a bunt here, and who wouldn't? Runners at first and second. Nobody down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Down 2-1. Patterson squares, gets it out. Perfect bunt just in front of the plate. Picked up by Bowman, and he beats it out. Edwin Bowman just took his time about getting to the ball and then just lobbed one down to second baseman Connor Frost. And Chris Patterson legs it out for the infield single. Left fielder number 16, Jake Blindstrom. And that'll leave the bases loaded for Jake Blindstrom. The Hurricane leadoff batter comes into today hitting .340. just the guy you want at the plate with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's the stretch of the pitch. Swung on, lifted out into center field towards Opata. It's going to be over his head. 1 run will score. And Paul Heckman better hurry up. He scores. Blindstrom with a double to center field. He'll pick up 2 RBIs. Not sure what happened out in center field, but Opata did not play that ball. I think it got up in the wind and got over his head before he realized it. I think it kind of surprised Opata. Number 3, third baseman, Miles Hartsfield. And that'll bring up third baseman, Miles Hartsfield. Nobody down here in the second inning, and looks like we'll have another visit to the mound by North Georgia. Hurricanes take a 3-2 lead on a bases-loaded double by Jake Blindstrom, and that'll be the end of the day for Daniel Courtney. See if you can catch that number for me. Now pitching for North Georgia, number 3, Zach Green.
Zaxby's chicken and delicious go hand in hand, as in hand-breaded, hand-seasoned, and handmade to order. There's only one place you can get chicken like that, Zaxby's.
Third baseman, number 3, Miles Hartsfield. Miles Hartsfield will be your batter for the Hurricanes with runners at second and third. Nobody down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hartsfield singled and scored. He's also struck out. Here's the wind. The pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Hartsfield digs in. Green comes set. And the pitch. Fastball up high for ball 2. So a 2-0 count to the Hurricane third baseman. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swung on and missed. I think Miles would like to have that swing back. Pitch was up in the eyes. So a 2-1 count on the Hurricane third baseman. Zach Green gets the sign, comes set. Pitch down low, ball 3. Corey Lee, the Hurricane second baseman, on deck. Green once again. Gets the sign, comes set. And the 3-1 pitch is on the way, high and away, and Hartsfield draws a walk. That'll load the bases. Nobody out still. Second baseman, number 23, Corey Lee. Corey Lee's got a sacrifice bunt and a fly out. Bases are loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the stretch in the pitch. Curveball misses high for ball one. Hurricanes could go a long way in breaking this game open with a big inning with nobody out here. 2 runs already in, bases loaded. Green, 1-0 pitch, swung on, hit up the middle. Lee with the single. 1 run will be in. Another run will score. That'll make it 5-2. And so Corey Lee with the single up the middle. He'll get 2 RBIs. Chris Patterson and Jake Blenstrup will score. Still nobody out. Catcher number 29, Calvin Alexander. So Alexander will be at the plate for the Hurricanes. He's got a triple to right field. He grounded out to third. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Hurricanes have scored 4 here in the bottom of the fifth inning to take a 5-2 lead. That first pitch from Zach Green is a little high for ball one. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Canes. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for North Georgia. Zach Green comes set. Delivers the pitch. Curveball misses for ball 2. Alexander, the cleanup hitter for the Hurricanes. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Ooh, I believe he just missed that. A 2-1 count on the Hurricane catcher. Zach Green comes set. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit the deep left field, but that one's going to go foul. That one may land in Dooley County. That ball was stroked, but just foul. That may be 2 yards over. That may be in the second yard over past that street in left field. So a 2-2 count on the Hurricane catcher. Green looks, delivers, throws. Base hit into left field. Hartsfield rounds third. He'll score. Corey Lee will stop at second. So Alexander with his second RBI of the day as Hartsfield scores on the single. That makes it 6-2. And that will prompt another visit by North Georgia's coaches. And there'll be a change in pitcher here.
Stress out of feeding your family at Roman Oven Pizzeria in Americus. Your pizza is made to order with the finest ingredients. Roman Oven is more than just pizza. It's burgers, subs, hot wings, salads, and so much more. Check out our full menu at RomanOven.com. We now have a new expanded dining area and party room. We can accommodate your school, civic group, even birthday parties and special events. After the game, come celebrate with us. Roman Oven Pizzeria, intersection of Highway 27 and 280 next to Fred's. Catering and delivery available. Roman Oven Pizzeria online at RomanOven.com or call 928-5050. And for special deals and giveaways, like us on Facebook.
Number 19, shortstop Victor Sanchez. So Victor Sanchez will be your hitter for the Hurricanes with runners at first and second. Still nobody down. Jarrett Bales, your new pitcher for North Georgia. That first pitch is swung on and missed by Sanchez. Jarrett Bales, a right-handed pitcher, a freshman from North Hall High School in Gainesville, Georgia. Bales. The stretch. And the pitch. Swung on, lifted up high into short center field. Shortstop Riley Frost comes in. Andrew Zapata comes in and makes the catch. So Sanchez will be the first out of the inning, but that'll bring up Garrett Bradley. Right fielder, number 18, Garrett Bradley. So Garrett Bradley will be your hitter for the Hurricanes. He's grounded to first and flied out. Still only one down here in the bottom of the fifth. Hurricanes have pushed across 5 runs on 6 hits and 1 walk. Bales comes set. And the pitch. Hits the inside corner for strike 1. Hey, Coach. Bradley awaits the pitch from Bales. A little sidearm action there. A little low for ball 1. Bales making his 13th appearance of the year. Here's the stretch, and Bales will step off, send the runners back to first and second base. Calvin Alexander at first, Corey Lee out at second base. Here's the stretch. And the pitch, swung on, lifted out into short center field. Opata on, it's going to drop right in front of him, so a Texas League single there by Garrett Bradley. Corey Lee will stop at third. Of course, he had to hold, not knowing whether Opata would make it to short center field to make the play. That's going to bring up Reed Ragsdale. Ragsdale will enter the game as the designated hitter. Reed Ragsdale from Americus, Georgia, and a product of Sly County High School under the direction of head coach Chuck Cheek. I think I've been to one of those games. So Reed Ragsdale on for Hunter Foster. That first pitch is up high for ball 1. Reed comes in hitting .330 on the year. 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. Reed, another good player out of the Sly County baseball program. That pitch is down low. Nice block by Jack Davis. So Reed will be ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. 5 runs have already plated for the Hurricanes. The bases are loaded here. Once again, here's the stretch and the 2-0 pitch. Hits the outside corner for strike 1. So that'll run the count to 2 balls and 1 strike on the Hurricane designated hitter, Reed Ragsdale. 6-2 your score. Hurricanes lead by 4. Hurricanes with 7 hits this inning. Here's the stretch by Bales. Little sidearm pitch. It's inside for ball 3. Bases full of Canes. 1 down. The stretch. The pitch. Swung on, lifted out into right field. Right fielder Tim Conway makes the play. That'll get the run in. Also, Calvin Alexander will move over to third, so a sacrifice fly by Reed Ragsdale. He'll pick up an RBI And that'll run the score to 7-2. First baseman, number 41, Paul Hegman. Paul Hegman to the plate with runners at first and third. Hegman 2 for 2 today. 6 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hurricanes now with a 7-2 lead. Here's the stretch by Jarrett Bales. The pitch. Did he go? They're going to say he did. And I believe they're correct. Couldn't hold it quite. Jarrett Bales in his 13th appearance. He's logged 14 innings so far this year. Throw over to first. Garrett Bradley back. Bales 1-0 on the season. 4.40 ERA for Bales. 6 walks and 6 strikeouts in those 14 innings. Throws over again. It's in the dirt. That's going to allow Calvin or Corey Lee to score. Don't make that Calvin Alexander. So that makes it 8-2. Bales' throw over to first was in the dirt. It was basically blocked by Edwin Bowman to keep it from going down the right field line. But Calvin Alexander scored easily for the Hurricanes. 7th run of the inning for the Canes. Throws over. Lee back once. Bradley back once again. Bradley has irritated, you might say, Jarrett Bales at first base. Here's the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, lifted out into short left center field. Justin Bailey over. He makes the catch and ends the inning. 7 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. At the end of 5 complete, Hurricanes lead by a score of 8-2. Leading off for North Georgia, right fielder number 5, Tim Conway. Tim Conway, a redshirt senior from Decatur, Georgia, will lead off for North Georgia. Conway, a walk and a ground out to the pitcher. That first pitch by Ray Usan is over for strike 1. Pretty sure that's what Coach Josh McDonald wants. Pound the strike zone now that we've gotten an 8-2 lead. That pitch is away for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to right fielder Tim Conway. Usan looks, the pitch over for strike 2, taken by Tim Conway. Conway batting .284 coming into today's contest. Ground ball out. Miles Hartsfield cuts in front of Sanchez, makes the play, throws over to first base, and Conway is retired for out number 1. Designated hitter number 22, Josh Sosa. Josh Sosa will be the Nighthawk batter. Sosa has popped up to second baseman Corey Lee, and he struck out in his 2 at-bats. That first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Final line score on North Georgia pitcher Daniel Courtney, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks, 5 runs, and 5 earned runs. And the final line score for pitcher Zach Green, no innings pitched. He faced 3 batters, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts, 3 runs, and all 3 runs were earned runs. So the count goes to 2-2 on Josh Sosa. Here's the stretch of the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Sosa goes down swinging. That'll bring up first baseman Edwin Bowman. First baseman, number 24, Edwin Bowman. Bowman from North Gwinnett High School. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch by Yusan. Just misses outside for ball 1. Edwin Bowman is grounded to short and walked. Here's the wind, the pitch. That's over for strike 1. So that brings the count 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Here's the wind, the pitch. Swung on, hit out to shortstop Sanchez. 1 hopper, throws across the diamond to Paul Hegman, and Bowman is retired for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 5 1/2, it's Georgia Southwestern State University 8, University of North Georgia 2.
Castaway, and leave the world behind.
11 strikeouts for Ray Yusan.
Say goodbye to keeping time, wasting away down by the coast. Pacifico and chasing line, easy living down in paradise. Oh, me another one, make it a strong one. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Just like the other.
I bet we don't have to talk about it.
Fans, don't forget we're just a few weeks away from the Party of the Spring, the Hailstorm, taking place this year at Wolf Creek Plantation, a new venue. If you don't have your golf ball yet, Mr. Timberlake, I know you do. And good luck to you. We hope you win the $25,000. You see the helicopter there will drop up to 2,000 golf balls, depending on how many we sell, to a target down below. Closest to flagstick wins $25,000. Second closest is $10,000, and we got prizes of $5,000 and $1,000 even for the ball farthest away. If you're in town and can make it that evening, a great night out for that $100 golf ball purchase gets you food from the Canterbury Kitchen, free drinks, or drinks are included, as well as live music from the Answer Band. Go to the website, get your golf ball today, gswcanes.com/hailstorm. gswcanes.com/hailstorm. You do not have to be present to win, but we hope you can join us that night. Again, May 12th, Friday, May 12th is the event date.
Chris Patterson will lead off the 6th inning for the Hurricanes. He has a 1-1 count. Here's the wind, the pitch by Bales high for ball 2. Gets by catcher Jack Davis. Patterson grounded into a fielder's choice, also singled and scored. He reached on a beautiful bunt that he beat out. That pitch is high and away for ball 3. Jarrett Bales, your current pitcher for North Georgia. Chris Patterson awaits the 3-1 pitch. There it is. It's fly ball into short right field. Is it going to be playable? And it is, and it's caught by Connor Frost on a good play. So Patterson is retired for the first out. That'll bring up Jake Blenstrub. Left fielder, number 16, Jake Blenstrub. Blenstrub has struck out, grounded to second, and he doubled over the center fielder, Andrew Andrews Opata's head for a base-loaded double. Drove in 2 runs on that double. That first pitch is inside for ball 1. So Blindstrup, who was 1 for 4 last night, but scored 3 runs for the Hurricanes. That pitch is swung on and missed. Doing exactly what you would want a leadoff hitter to do. Get on base and score runs. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Blindstrup, low and away for ball 2. Bales with the wind, and the 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back by Blindstrup, so that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jake Blindstrup, once again from Stars Mill High School in Peachtree City, Georgia. Here's the wind, the pitch fouled back once again. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Blindstrup with a 2-2 count. Base is empty. Here's the wind in the pitch. A little sidearm action, lifted out into left field. Bailey on and makes the play in left field for out number 2. Number 3, third baseman, Miles Hartsfield. That's going to bring up Miles Hartsfield. Hartsfield 1 for 2. He singled and struck out. He's also walked, and he scored 2 runs. So a pretty good day for Miles Hartsfield at the plate so far today for the Hurricanes. Left-handed batter will step in. Jarrett Bales gets the sign, the wind, and the pitch. High and away for ball 1. Hurricanes will once again be in action tomorrow against the same Nighthawks of North Georgia. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Hope to see you here at Hurricane Stadium. That pitch swung on and missed. Also, the Hurricanes will be in action on Tuesday here against Embry-Riddle. I believe that's a 5 o'clock start. 5 o'clock start here at Hurricane Stadium on Tuesday. Here's the wind and the 1-1 pitch swung on, hit out to third baseman Jace Bowen. Bowen double pumps, throws over to Edwin Bowman, and Miles Hartsfield is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 6 complete, it's Georgia Southwestern State 8, North Georgia 2. We'll be right back after this. Leading off for North Georgia, left fielder number 2, Justin Bailey. Justin Bailey will lead off for the Nighthawks. He's 0 for 2 today. He struck out and flied to right field. Here's the wind, the pitch. Just pounding that strike zone today is Ray Uson. Starts off Justin Bailey with a strike. Second pitch is just low for ball 1. It evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ray Uson already with 11 strikeouts in the first 6 innings. That pitch is swung on and missed. Only giving up 3 hits and 2 walks. Only 2 runs coming off the bat of Andrews Opata as he homered to center field. A 2-run homer, as a matter of fact. That pitch low and away. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hurricanes in double digits in the hit department with 10. That pitch is just inside for ball 3. So that runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind. The pitch lifted up high on the infield. First baseman Paul Hegman under it, makes the play to retire Bailey for out number 1. Third baseman number 29, Jace Bowen. So Jace Bowen will come to the plate. He is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded back to on a really good play by Ray Usan. That first pitch over for strike 1. Here's the second pitch, curveball over for strike 2. I know we don't have it. I'm sure Coach Josh McDonald will have this statistic, but I wonder how many first pitch strikes. Whoa! How many first pitch strikes Ray Usan has had today? I'm sure that's a pretty good percentage. Here's the wind, the 1-2 pitch up high for ball 2. I think Coach Mike Leader and I both thought that third pitch was a strike. Here's the wind, the 2-2 pitch. Pop up on the infield to Victor Sanchez and retired by Victor Sanchez for out number 2. That's going to bring up Connor Frost. Second baseman number 9, Connor Frost. Frost 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out and singled. He scored on the 2-run homer by Andrew Zapata back in the 5th inning. That first pitch is up high and away. First time in a long time the first pitch to a North Georgia batter has not been a strike. That pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. I'm sorry. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. That pitch just outside for ball 2, so now a 2-1 count on the Nighthawk second baseman, Connor Frost. Here's the wind, the pitch up high again. Only the third batter of the day that Ray Usan has gone to 3 balls on. That's quite a statistic there by itself. And that'll be ball 4. Connor Frost will walk. Batting for North Georgia, number 4, catcher Jack Davis. So Jack Davis will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Usan checks the runner, delivers to the plate, swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's the wind in the pitch. He just blew that fastball right by Jack Davis. Davis couldn't catch up to the fastball, so Davis now in a 0-2 hole. Usan comes set. The pitch just a little bit high, trying to get him to go after that high pitch, but Davis does not. Here's the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch. Another high and away pitch. Calvin Alexander had to show some athleticism on that one to get that high pitch. And with that, the Hurricane bullpen will get going. Here's the stretch and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Jack Davis goes down for the 3rd time. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. At the end of 6 1/2, Hurricanes lead by a score of 8-2. How many pitches has Ray got so far? Ooh. Huh? 37, okay. Wheel, I would think. That's what it's going to be today. Now pitching for North Georgia, Pete Wheel. Pete Wheel on to pitch for North Georgia. That first pitch from Wheel is a strike to Corey Lee. Here's the wind pitch high and inside for ball one. Pete Wheel, a redshirt senior from Woodward Academy in Atlanta, Georgia. Here's the wind, the pitch line down the third base side, just out of reach and foul. So a 1-2 count on the Hurricanes' second baseman, Corey Lee. He's 1 for 2 today. He's also scored a run. That curveball is outside for ball 2. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. So a payoff pitch will be due Corey Lee, and here it is. Reached out and fouled out of play down the right side. Wheel comes set and throws. Swung on and fouled off by Corey Lee off of the leg. Final line score on North Georgia pitcher Jarrett Bales. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no walks, no strikeouts, no runs, and no earned runs. So Jarrett Bales did exactly what Coach Tom Cantrell wanted him to do, and that was to stop the bleeding of that big inning in the 5th inning when the Hurricanes scored 7 runs. Corey Lee going to walk it off a little bit here. Wheel awaiting. Corey Lee back in the box. Wheel gets the sign, the wind, the payoff pitch down low for ball 4. So Corey Lee leads off the 7th inning with a walk. That's going to bring up catcher Calvin Alexander. Number 29, catcher Calvin Alexander. Alexander, 2 for 3 today. He's got a triple and a single. He's got 2 RBIs. He's also scored a run. Lee leads off first. Wheel comes set. The pitch in the dirt. Lee's going to go down to second, throw down, and he's going to make it as the throw goes in the dirt. It'll be a wild pitch on behalf of Pete Wheel. Alexander steps back in the box. Wheel takes the sign. Corey Lee leads off second base. Wheel comes set. And the pitch, breaking pitch, misses outside for ball one. Actually, that's ball two. First pitch was in the dirt, as we are reminded. Alexander ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Waiting on the pitch from Pete Wheel, and here it is. Swung on and missed. That was a gigantic swing that time by Calvin Alexander. I think he was going for the trees out in left field. Didn't quite catch up to it, but he'll get another chance, as there's a 2-1 count on Calvin Alexander. Here's the stretch. Wheel checks back at second. Pitches. Oh, another one. A rocket into left field over the fence and into the yard of the house across the street. They're going to have quite a collection of baseballs, courtesy of Calvin Alexander this afternoon. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Hurricane catcher. Wheel comes set. Checks out at second base. Delivers the pitch. It's up high for ball 3.
Good eye, Cal.
So Alexander has worked a full count on on Pete Wheel of North Georgia. Wheel gets the sign, comes set. Looks back to second. And delivers. That pitch swung on, ripped into left field. It's going to be down for a single. Corey Lee's going to be held up at third. So Calvin Alexander with his 3rd hit of the day, a single. Going to bring up Victor Sanchez. Number 19, shortstop, Victor Sanchez. So Sanchez will come to the plate with runners at first and third and nobody out. Sanchez 0 for 3 on the day. He struck out, grounded to short, and flied to center. Wheel checks the runners and delivers the pitch. Swung on and missed by Sanchez.
Come on, Vic.
Sanchez came into today's contest hitting .321. He's got 29 RBIs on the year. And has played some really solid shortstop in the field. That pitch swung on, lifted out in the right center field. That's going to drop in short right field. Cut off there by Tim Conway. So Sanchez with the single and the RBI. Corey Lee will score. That'll send Calvin Alexander all the way around to third. So Hurricanes with a first and third situation again. And looks like there'll be a change in the pitcher once again. We'll be back right after this.
It was Labor Day weekend, I was 17.
Now pitching for North Georgia, number 20, Connor Harris. Number 18, right fielder, Garrett Bradley. So Garrett Bradley will be at the plate for the Hurricanes. Runners at first and third, nobody down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hurricanes lead by a 9-2 score. First pitch, runner going. He'll make it easily. So Sanchez down to second base with the stolen base. So Garrett Bradley with runners in scoring position. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Has a ground out, a fly out, and a single. Singled up the middle his last at bat. That pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's going to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reed Ragsdale waits on deck to hit for the Hurricanes. Bradley awaits the 1-1 pitch. There it is. It's a fastball that hits the high part of the strike zone for strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes to the Hurricane right fielder. Here's the stretch in the pitch. High and away. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 run in so far on 2 hits and a walk for the Hurricanes. Here's the stretch. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted out into left field. Justin Bailey over. He'll make the play. But Calvin Alexander will tag and will score. So a sacrifice fly by Garrett Bradley. Plates a runner, makes it 10-2. Number 9, Reed Ragsdale. So Reed Ragsdale will come to the plate. In his only appearance so far today, he hit a sacrifice fly that scored a run. Victor Sanchez out at second base. A pitch swung on, hit up the middle. Frost playing behind the bag. Throws over to Edwin Bowman to retire Reed Ragsdale. That's going to move Victor Sanchez over to third base. First baseman, number 41, Paul Hegman. Hegman comes to the plate, 2 for 3 today. He's singled twice, scored a run, and flied out. Victor Sanchez down at third base for the Hurricanes. That first pitch is high and away for ball 1. Final line score for Pete Wheel. No innings pitched or didn't get credit for an out. 2 hits allowed, 2 runs. Both of them have been earned runs so far. No walk, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. Trying to write and talk at the same time. Sometimes that's a little more difficult than I choose it to be. Connor Harris checks the sign. Pitches a fastball high and away for ball 2. Hegman, the Hurricane first baseman, left-handed batter. Here's the stretch, the pitch, swung on and fouled back. It's going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hurricanes lead 10-2. Here's the stretch and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit out to third baseman Jace Bowen. Throws across the diamond to Edwin Bowman. And Paul Hegman is retired. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left. At the end of 7 complete, Georgia Southwestern leads by a score of 10-2. We'll be back right after this.
Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got
25. Plumador. And now pitching for the Hurricanes, number 25, Carson Plumador. Leading off for the Nighthawks, number 28, center fielder Andrews Opata. Carson Plumador in for the Hurricanes. Wine in the pitch, low and away for ball one. Ray Uson with 7 innings pitched. 12 strikeouts, 3 walks, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, and both of those runs were earned runs. So a good day for Ray Uson today. Plumador gets the sign, and the pitch swung on and missed. So that runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carson Plumador, a junior from Buford, Georgia. Here's the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Opata will go down swinging. That'll bring up second shortstop Riley Frost. Number 23, shortstop Riley Frost. Riley Frost is probably going to be one individual who is glad that Ray Uson is out of the game because Frost has struck out in all 3 of his at-bats against Uson. Here's the stretch in the pitch by Plumador. It's over for strike 1. Plumador has a sneaky little motion and fastball that'll sneak up on you right there at the plate at the last minute. Plumador once again comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Tries to nibble at the outside corner, just misses. So a 1-1 count to Riley Frost of North Georgia. Plumador now delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit out to shortstop Victor Sanchez. A little backhand, skips one off the grass, and Riley Frost is going to be retired for out number 2. Good play there by Victor Sanchez on the backhand. Also on the little skip over to Paul Hegman for out number 2. Right fielder, number 5, Tim Conway. Hey, the batteries, how do you do that? That first pitch misses for ball 1 to Tim Conway. Got to make a little technical event here. Get some fresh batteries in our PA microphone. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Conway. Swung on, hit out to left field. Blindstrom in the tracks. And Carson Plumador has a perfect inning here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. At the end of 7 1/2, Hurricanes lead by a score of 10-2. Thank you. Leading off for the Hurricanes, center fielder number 11, Chris Patterson. Chris Patterson will lead off for the Hurricanes. Patterson, 1 for 3. Pitch from Connor Harris is up high for ball 1. Patterson is grounded into a fielder's choice, singled and scored, and also popped up to second base. Here's the pitch swung on, lifted out into right field. Will it stay fair? And it does not. So that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the wind in the pitch. Hits the outside corner for strike 2. So a 1-1 count, or 1-2 count, I believe. That pitch is high for ball 2. So 2-2 on Chris Patterson. Leading off here, the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the stretch in the pitch. Swung on, hit back to Connor Harris. He'll run it over. Underhand toss over to Edwin Bowman. Well, actually, there's a new first baseman in the game for North Georgia, Mason Steele. Left fielder, number 16, Jake Blindstrub. So Jake Blindstrub will come to the plate for the 5th time. Blindstrub 1 for 4 today. That pitch swung on, inside out swing, gets it out into left field, rounds first base. He'll go in standing up at second base with a double. Nice piece of hitting that time by Jake Blindstrub. He gets his 2nd double of the day, and it'll bring up Miles Hartsfield. Third baseman, number 3, Miles Hartsfield. So Hartsfield will come up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Harris, stretch. And the pitch. Oh, swung on and missed by Hartsfield. Got fooled on that, I believe. One out here in the bottom of the 8th. Hurricanes lead by a score of 10-2. Harris checks the runner out at second. Delivers the pitch. Swung on. Hit out to second baseman Connor Frost. Over to Mason Steele. And Hartsfield will be retired. Runner Jake Blindstrom will go to third. That'll bring up Corey Lee. Second baseman, number 23, Corey Lee. Lee has a sacrifice bunt, a fly out, a single, and 2 RBIs. And 1 run score. It'll make that 2 run score and also a walk. And we'll have a change in pitchers here. This will be the 6th pitcher of the day for North Georgia. That's going to be number 40, Eddie Galatas. Oh, really? Good deal. Now pitching for North Georgia, number 40, Eddie Galatas. Eddie Galatas on for North Georgia. 6'1" junior right-handed pitcher from Decatur, Georgia. His first pitch hits the outside corner for strike one. Galatas gets the sign, comes set. The pitch, off-speed pitch, swung on a miss by Corey Lee, so Lee in a quick 0-2 hole. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner at third base is Jake Blindstrup. Galatas comes set, and the pitch swung on and missed. And Corey Lee will go down swinging for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. At the end of 8 complete, Hurricanes 10, Nighthawks 2. We'll be back right after this. Riley Powers. Huh? 30. Now pitching for the Hurricanes, number 30, Riley Powers. Now batting for North Georgia, number 30, Brady Skipper. So, Riley Powers on for the Hurricanes. Brady Skipper on to hit for North Georgia. That first pitch is over for strike one. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-2. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Just outside for ball one. That runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out here, top of the 9th inning. Hurricanes lead 10-2. That pitch is low and away for ball 2. Here's the stretch, the 2-2 pitch. High and inside for ball 3. Hurricanes led 1-0 until the 5th inning when Andrew Zapata hit a 2-run homer to put North Georgia ahead 2-1. Then the Hurricanes put 7 on the board in the bottom of the 5th. That pitch is high for ball 4, so Brady Skipper will reach first. Number 25, Mason Steele. Mason Steele, who came in to play first base in the top of this inning, he'll be at the plate. That first pitch to Steele is taken for strike one. Skipper leads off. The pitch swung on, and missed by Mason Steele. So an 0-2 count to Steele. Riley Powers looks in, gets the sign. 0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled off by Mason Steele. Brady Skipper, the runner at first base. He drew the leadoff walk. Here's the pitch from Riley Powers, high and away for ball one. Powers comes set, delivers, hit out towards second base, hits the mound, goes into center field. So Steele with a single. And that's going to bring up, is that George? Now hitting for North Georgia, George Arispuro. Now, is that Jorge? So Arispuro will be at the plate. His first pitch to him is going to be over for strike one. Nobody down here, top of the ninth inning. Runners at first and second for North Georgia. Powers comes set, low and away for ball one. Powers once again checks the runners, delivers a 1-1 pitch, over for strike two. Skipper the runner at second, Steele the runner at first for North Georgia. Riley Powers, the new pitcher here in the ninth inning for the Hurricanes. Delivers, little looper out to shortstop. Victor Sanchez throws over to second base to Corey Lee and doubles up Brady Skipper. Nice play that time by Victor Sanchez to make the catch and get rid of it quickly to Corey Lee. Now batting number 29, Jace Brown. So 2 down here in the ninth inning. That pitch swung out, base hit into left center field. Steele going to go to third, and Jace Bowen will go in sliding with a double. It's a good thing we doubled up Brady Skipper at second. 2 outs and runners at second and third for North Georgia. That pitch is taken for strike one. Number 9, second baseman Connor Frost. So Powers gets the first pitch strike on the North Georgia second baseman. Here's the stretch in the pitch. Down low for ball one. Jack Davis awaits on deck. So Riley Powers comes set. Curveball over for strike two. Nice breaking pitch that time by Riley Powers. I think he kind of had Connor Frost fooled on the pitch. 0-2 the count, 2 down. Powers trying to close it out here with a 10-2 lead. Pitch on the way, hit out to second base, gets past Corey Lee. 1 run will score, another run will score. That makes it 10-4. So a 2 RBI single by Connor Frost. And that'll get the bullpen of the Hurricanes up and going. Going to bring up Jack Davis. Davis with the hat trick today. 3 at-bats and 3 strikeouts. Going for the golden sombrero. Runner on the move, throw down to second base, and they're going to say safe. So a stolen base there by Connor Frost. Wow, that's bold. Down 6, bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. That's bold. Davis awaits the pitch from Riley Powers. Up high. Powers gets the sign. Get back to the top of the lineup if we don't get Davis out. That pitch swung out. It's a fair ball taken by Miles Hartsfield. Throws over to Paul Hegman. Ball game. Hurricanes win 10-4. 10 runs, 13 hits, and no errors. North Georgia, 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Winning pitcher Ray Usan, he moves to 8-1. We'll be back here at Hurricane Stadium tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Hope to see you here.
Thank you for coming out here this afternoon. Gateway Gage win. Take game 2 of the series. Final game comes tomorrow afternoon. afternoon as these two teams will do battle at 1 o'clock back here at Hurricane Stadium. Again, we hope you can join us tomorrow afternoon for the series finale between the Nighthawks and the Hurricanes. 1 o'clock your start time tomorrow afternoon. Again, at 1 o'clock start time. Of course, you can always get all of your post-game sets, box scores, information, and previews on our website at gswcanes.com, gswcanes.com. If you're active on social media, you've got Twitter, YouTube users can find us at GSW Athletics, GSW Athletics on Twitter and YouTube. For those of you that are into Facebook and Instagram, it's slightly different. Facebook, Instagram will be GSW Hurricanes. GSW Hurricanes on Facebook and Instagram. Replay today's game on our YouTube channel, GSW Athletics. Of course, it's also available on the Peach Cup Conference, PBCSportsNetwork.com, PBCSportsNetwork.com. Have yourself a great evening wherever you're heading. We hope you get there safely. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow afternoon. Series finale at 1 o'clock.
All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Sounds good. Sounds good.